Hi and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tracy. I live on a small piece of land that I ran off of family with my little dog Chiggy and my 9 chickens. I consider myself a homesteader, even though some people may consider me not. Oh, and I keep a garden in the summer and the spring. Today is day 3 of Vlogmas. Me and Chiggy are off the homestead this morning. I did my early clients, got them done. And once a week, we allow ourselves to come to McDonald's for breakfast and we take it back home. We don't stay because Chiggy can't go in. And so this is something that will change in the new year, which I will discuss later in the video. But for right now, we are out getting our breakfast. And when I drove by, the drive-thru was very busy. So I guess I better go get in line. Where you at, Chiggy? Are you gonna get you a McDonald's McBreakfast? Yeah. Put your blanket back on. It is chilly this morning, so I have his blanket on. And he thinks every time he comes for riding a car that the window should be down and he should be hanging out of it. He's a little bit perturbed today because I won't put the window down. But he'll get over it. He will. It is quite busy. I've got 6 cars in front of me. Still got a while before their breakfast goes off. I think I made it in time. I hope I did. I don't have anything at home to fix breakfast. I need to go back out to the store and pick a few things up later after I do the rest of my clients, and I have a Zoom meeting at 12:30. So after that, I'll get changed and I'm out in my jammies, in case you didn't know. I come out in my jammies whenever I'm working, and I'm usually in a hurry, and I go through a drive-thru. I don't worry about changing. So my jammies are my work attire, so where I work from home. But hopefully this line will get moving quickly, and we'll get headed back to the house, and we'll go from there. Not moving quite as quickly as I would like, but it is moving. As you can see, I have my mask. I do still wear the mask when I go out in public. I have 4 different factors that if I were to get the COVID virus would make it very rough on me. So I do everything in my power, short of taking the jab, to prevent getting it, from wearing a mask to whenever I touch anything that anyone else has touched, I sanitize. I carry sanitizer with me. I do not get close to people unless I have to, and just general, precautions. I figure I will do that for the rest of my life, since they said the COVID is now, I think they called it endemic, which means it's like the flu. It's here to stay. Not too much you can do about it. You can take the jab, which they say will help lessen your getting it, but I know a lot of people who took the jab and they still got it, and they got it really bad. And so I'm not going to do that. I don't take the flu shot either. During flu season, I take the same precautions. I always have. So, as it is, the good Lord has taken care of me, and I'd work to take care of myself. But that's why I have the mask, in case you were wondering, because it is within 6 feet of the window where they hand the food out. Because I do also follow the 6-foot rule still. So that's why I'm having on. Well, I got my order placed, but now I'm up behind a person who is at the window where you pay. And I've been sitting here about 5 minutes. There must be an issue with her payment. I don't know what the deal is. Love her heart, she's not having a good day though, evidently. But hopefully we'll get moving and pay for ours and get back. I don't know. Chicky's getting restless. He's hungry and he's not getting to hang out the window, and the car's just now getting warm to where he don't have to have his blankie. And here we go. We're moving now. Yay! yay, yay, yay.
$13.85.
Thank you. You have a blessed day.
You too.
Okay, Chiggy, let's get our food and then we can go back. Oh, I see what it was. She had multiple orders, individual orders. She had 4 of them. Yeah, she would have had to pay individually on those. I understand now. I was glad she's not having a bad day.
Here's your food, ma'am.
Thank you. You have a blessed day.
You too.
I wish I could learn how to make McDonald's hash browns at least halfway as decent as McDonald's is. That's really the main thing that I come for, that and the sausage gravy. But as I posted in a video the other day, I think I figured out how to make my sausage gravy at home. And I figured out how to make decent breakfast burritos at home. So I'm coming out mainly for hash browns. And if I could figure out how to make the hash browns, I wouldn't have to come out. You know, logic only follows. Well, we're back in the car. We're doing some errands in town. I got done with my Zoom call and my afternoon clients. And there's a few things I need to pick up from Save-A-Lot and from Family Dollar. And I need to go to the bank to draw out money to spend at Save-A-Lot and at Family Dollar. And I can't think of anything. Oh, and I need to get gas on the way back home because I'm pressing my luck the way it is. I tend to do that. My mom, I get that from my mom. My mom could drive a car for 100 miles with the needle setting on empty. I don't know how she did it. She hated, absolutely hated with a passion to pump gas. And if my dad wouldn't put gas in the car, she was of the opinion if it breaks down, he'll have to bring me some gas then. So she wouldn't pump gas. And it's not that I hate to pump gas, I just don't, it's just something I don't do very often because I don't go out that often. So I guess you could say it kind of slips my mind until I get back home and look at my tank and it's low. And with it getting cold, I shouldn't really let it get as low as it is because I've always heard if you let it get below like a quarter of a tank and the weather's real cold and you have any kind of moisture in your tank, you could have fuel line freeze up. And I'm pressing my luck for that too. But what you gonna do? So I'm gonna turn you around here and show you a little bit of the road into town. As I mentioned earlier in the car, there's going to be some changes for us, me and Chiggy, around the homestead here in 2024. Like the rest of the world and the country around us, prices are getting out of control and out of sight. I have really tightened the belt around here over the last 2 years, and I don't know how I can tighten it anymore. So as I was looking around YouTube and trying to figure out what else I could do, most people suggest that you reevaluate your bills. My bills are just the basics. I do not spend on wants. I only spend on needs. And it's kind of sad that I work 7 days a week and I don't have anything to buy to enjoy from it, because I'm trying to just keep the bills paid that need to be paid. With that said, I ran across a new concept I hadn't seen before. It's called a no spend or a no buy concept. Now, a lot of people that I've seen recently posting on YouTube are saying they're going to do a no buy year for 2024. The concept behind this is something that I'm still researching, and I will do another video on what I've come up as a plan for me and Chiggy. But from what I can gather, there's no buy and no spend, and low buy and low spend. Now, to me, it seems like the buy and the spend are basically the same thing. It just depends on what you want to call it. Okay? Now, both of them, the principle is you only cover your needs. You do not spend on wants. And another part of the concept is that you don't buy groceries until you've run out. Now, that part of it will be a problem for me because, as I've mentioned before, I live rural. I go once a month, every month and a half, depending on what my money looks like, to a town 30 minutes away to do my grocery shopping and to buy my chicken feed. So this whole going when you need it thing will really limit me on what I can buy, because the only thing we have here in town where I live are Save-A-Lot, a Dollar General, and a Family Dollar that have food. That's it. And they're getting out of sight with their prices because they know they don't really have any competition that, you know, a lot of people can't afford to go 30 minutes away every week to get food, or just whenever they need it, when they run out. So for that part of the concept, it's not going to work for me. So I'm going to have to really knuckle down on the whole, when I go on my grocery trips, buy for what I will think I will need until the next trip. If I run out, I'm going to have to learn to make do. Now, I do that already with my most of my meat, like my pork chops, my bacon, and my hamburger. I do it, and my sausage. I do it that way from a farm that's outside the town that I go to grocery shop. And I went last month and bought what I thought would carry us through at least till February. Because, for twofold, I don't like to travel in bad weather because of where I live and the roads. And also, when I go over there, I tend to buy stuff I don't need, because I think, well, I won't get back for a month and a half. So I stuck to my list, and I picked up only what I intended to, which was quite a bit. And the other reason being that it is just easier for me in the long run to buy my meat for several months in advance when I have the money. It helps me better meal plan. And there's the fact that I participate in the Three Rivers Homestead Pantry Challenge. I've done it, this will be my 3rd year. We're starting in, I think it's January. It goes January to March, I want to say. Well, January to February, and then if you want to extend it, February, March. I did it last year, I think, till April. And what it is you use what you have canned, dehydrated, and frozen, put into your freezer from your garden from the previous summer, and try and make do with what you've got. Learn to cook from scratch with what you've got. So that's why I like to have the meat, because it makes it easier for me to plan my meals. So I don't know how well this whole no buy, no spend is going to work. Now, you know, it's individual. Some people say they can do it for a year. I applaud them. Wish I was like them. Not going to happen. Because as soon as I say I'm not going to spend money, something comes up. So I'm going to try it for the month of January. Now, I can't do it for December because there's certain things I had to buy a computer. My computer's dying, and I have to have it for work. And of course, Christmas. You know, I do a family exchange, and then I buy a few things for Chiggy for Christmas because he doesn't get anything through the year like me, we do without. So I have those expenses. But starting January 1st, I'm going to spend this month trying to figure out a way to do January as a no buy or a no spend, however you want to say it, month. Only buying needs, which to me needs are utilities, food, and gas for the car. Insurance, I have to switch my insurance in January or February 1, I can't remember. Prescriptions, stuff you have to have, which is basically all I spend money on now. So, you know, I don't know if it's going to make that big a difference. I do occasionally go out for fast food. We do that once a week, like earlier in the video. We do that. I do allow that once a week. May have to cut that out too. I mean, we don't spend a whole lot. $10. We have a limit. I have a limit on it, but that's $40 a month. You know, I will probably have to get rid of my landline phone, my TV service, which all that is bundled into my internet. So my bill probably won't go down a whole lot, but if I save 10 or 20 a month, that's $122.40 a year. You know, and I will probably have to get rid of my cell phone. So, which is the part that's the hardest for me, because when I travel back home to visit my friend, I like having the security of if something happened, being able to call for someone to help me. That's still in the works, deciding whether I'm going to get rid of that or not. So, I'm going to work out a plan, see what happens. That's I'm going to spend the next few weeks, and I will try and do a video in the next few days of how it's progressing, what I've come up with, and what it looks like it may end up being. So that's the end of Vlogmas Day 3 today. I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you decide to come back again and see us. And as always, from my homestead to yours, blessings.